Greetings YouTube, welcome to the KarQ Archives channel. This is a channel where we do gameplay, and every Friday we do educational roasts of your gameplay. You can get your gameplay reviewed by coming over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/KarQ. This is live right here. Farm channel points. You get channel points by simply watching the stream, coming back for consecutive days, get bonus points, subscribe even, and you'll get even more points a little bit quicker. 100,000 points buys you a review, which is what Clouded Light did. I'm gonna call him Cloud for the rest of the day because it's a lot easier. Playing some Reinhardt and Silver 1. They say they promoted to Gold 5, but wants to know what else they could have done a little bit better to at least like be a bit more efficient, how to like stay frosty in Gold instead of just falling back to Silver right after this. So it's a Rein v Rein matchup on King's Row. It's a lot easier to see what you're doing wrong as a tank from a replay perspective. And remember, when you're reviewing your gameplay, well, when I'm reviewing it, I'll say it, but a good practice when you review your own gameplay is not only to see mistakes, which is what a lot of people do. It's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, then what? If you make a blunder, that's a blunder, but what were the 6 other options you could have chosen that were better than that? It's called looking for missed opportunities as the value in finding a replay. If it's a blunder, it's bad, but then you could have done like 6 possible moves in that scenario, specific scenario. And this game is very dynamic and fast flowing. There's not very many wrong options. There's like usually like 5 decent options you choose. You just gotta make sure you don't choose the bad one. 5 decent options and like 3 omega blunders. Just don't choose those 3 omega blunders as often as you can. So we have Reinhardt. Let me look at your comp really quick. Cloud, you're playing with Anna, Moira, sure. Sojourn, Cass. They're playing Rein, Sojourn, Reaper, Kiriko, Ana. Okay, in a Rein v Rein matchup. Let's see what we got here. So you're walking up, throwing some fire strikes, game starting. Looking at where the team is playing. First of all, it's not a blunder by standing here and shielding, but I've always felt, what do you accomplish by walking here and shielding? If you actually watch most top Reinhardt players, they don't usually come this way that often. I mean, if they do, maybe they have a different comp for it. But what a lot of, like, you're at 600 shield if I last checked, right? How much is your shield? 6, your half your shield is gone and you haven't even crossed the choke yet. Why not just walk this way using natural cover? When your team is ready to cross, put up a fresh shield and go, or swing away at him, chip away at him a little bit, pressure, and then get ready to go in with a fresh shield. Now you just wasted like, I don't know, 10 seconds. You have 4 minutes to attack. It's not a blunder. Remember I said it's not always a blunder to do this, but like, why not be a bit more efficient? You can still do fire strike charge if you go this way. Even if you come this way, you scale up, you check what the Rein's doing, you can jiggle for a fire strike like this, and it's a lot more accurate. The further away you do these little like fire strikes, the easier it is for them to dodge it anyways. Be a bit more efficient with it, why not? Clean up the gameplay a little bit. Okay, so now you got anti, you're gonna have to wait. Just hide, you're antied. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, you didn't die here? In any elo above diamond, maybe masses, you're probably dead. Wasn't a blunder here because the enemy didn't punish you for this. If you get antied at 500 HP, just hold the shield and just walk back for a second. Okay, you're lucky this guy's asleep, but like, you know, in high elos, if the good Kiriko would double dink you, the Sojourn would headshot you, you put your shield down right here and you stand there and re-fire strike while antied. 1, 2, you have 2 seconds fully exposed for no reason. And like, this is fine. Like, you never got punished for this that often, so you just think it's fine to do that, but you should just shield and walk away. Natural cover. You're just taking unnecessary damage and you're stressing out your Ana. Unnecessary. Now you just ate this whole thing. If you just jiggled to the left, this would have, more patient. I think you're overcomplicating it a little bit. Let me see what the enemy Rein did. Did you get diffed here in small micro play, which is just getting, both Reins got antied. Watch what happens. Does he get antied? He does. He has 400 shield. He got anti shield. Did he drop it? He's running, never dropped it. Okay, he re-peeked at the end of it, but like, or he didn't go actually into cover with the shield broken because he's aggressive, but like, at least he didn't drop his shield, even at 200. You kind of did. Anyways, I'm kind of stalling a little bit. I'm just cleaning up your gameplay one piece at a time. Yeah, now you just gotta wait. Wait, that's okay. Okay, ready? Tell your team to go. At least he got in. You got Suzu. You got Suzu. Okay, that guy was AFK. No way in hell do you live in any elo after this. There is 0 chance you actually live after what I just witnessed. This is an educational roast. What just happened? The Reaper goes AFK. You sit in an ante against 4 people in open sight lines. You're swinging away at him. You're taking a million gazillion damage and you're getting out healed because this guy decided to stop moving. Do I even need to tell you what you should have done in that situation? There's zero chance you make that alive. Whoa, 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 whoa. Blunder, but you blundered, but they blundered harder, basically, for not killing you. That's basically all this boiled down to. In a lot of cases, like if you're gonna go full aggro around here, that's fine, but you kind of have to read what the enemy is doing. When you see people scale up like this, like if they dump a bunch of cooldowns and they're just the timing isn't ready, then this will fail in most cases. A lot of times what happens when Reins like move up here in higher elos is they have a teammate that's ready and harassing, at least pulling one person off here, so there's less people just onslaughting you down here, and you'll see enemy high level tracers or other people take different angles so they don't have 4 people staring down a single shield, or else it's gone. Your second option was to, obviously you have 2 long range, medium long range, these 2. You could scale them across and play it a bit slower, but you decided to balls in because obviously you predicted this Reaper would stop playing. But anyways, that is really, really dangerous. You probably just hug this. In other cases, if you do decide to go here, you hug this wall here. You wait till you get topped off by like double main pumping heals. They just blundered harder than you, but yeah, that was a little reckless. I mean, it's fine. Like, this game already happened. As long as, you know, you're not building those kinds of habits nonstop, you're chilling. Did you? Did you just pin into the barrier? The spawn barrier? May I ask what you were trying to accomplish with this pin? I don't even need to roast you. The gameplay roasts itself. I was hoping the Rein was gonna move in there. Asserting dominance, that's what you were doing. Okay, sure. Okay, God, you're getting away with actual straight up murder right now. If you hear Sleep Dart, you can go for a shatter here if you really want to, but honestly, you already win the fight by having one person die. There's a Reaper behind you? Yeah, okay. Okay, this is fine. Now, you already have your ult, so like you technically don't have to push up and go for like extra fire strikes. You're playing the sneak Rein strat. Honestly, if you're gonna get away with it, I dig it. Don't pop out yet, this is timing. Your Sojourn went for the flank. Okay, which way are you going? You just killed so many of them in the spawn. Like, okay, let's just watch this first before I even say anything. Hold up. Listen, Cloud, this is the silver game I've seen in so long. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, honestly, one strat you can do if you know they're coming is you hide in here and then you re-engage or you pin, and you're going for like the Omega sneak. Okay, sure. The problem with Rein is he's loud as shit. The only spot I can think of that would actually, like, you could actually get away with this later on is like you hide in here or you just hide in this cubby and they really are not aware. Like, even if you crouch, you're kind of loud. Okay, anyways. Your Sojourn flanks, sure, and he's popping his ultimate. Their Sojourn is also popping their ultimate. If you pin like this, you let go and you hold the shield for him. That's all you do. Unless you want to go into him and swing and kill him. That's 2 options. If you're not afraid, like if this guy decided to kill him right there and you walk into swing, actually, if you walk into swing, that probably works based on where their spawn is, unless this guy has slide. So like the safer option is to just pin here and just shield him while he just goes in. Honestly, we can see where the enemy is. So like you could probably just go in and kill. If he has slide, then he slides away and like stays alive, but at least you assert your dominance in that way. There's 2 options there, but you're lucky your Sojourn won anyway, so it doesn't matter in that moment. But those are your 2 options. I would say neither are blunders. Both are fine. Now this is fine. You know the rest of their team is still dead. You're coming back here. He is literally alone and the nano is over. You did not need to shatter him at all. You just swing and there's a coalescence and you don't have to waste your shatter here. So this is also a wasted ultimate. There's no reason to do this other than to assert dominance. Dominance definitely asserted. That's a 10 out of 10 for the dominance. 0 on the ult economy efficiency. Okay, so failing, passing in one, failing in the other. You do what you want with that information. Sure. Okay. Okay, so now with like both Reins gone, you have full dominance. You could just swing away Okay, that you can't eat the Reaper damage like crazy there, though. Anyways, you just walk up, sure, throw some fire strikes. You can swing at this guy for a second. There you go. There's a charge there. Block the charge. You can flick your shield, so like good Reinhardts will recognize when the burst damage is coming. Like my eyes, I can hear the Sojourn charging her rail, and I saw the blue gun. For those who are really new to Overwatch and don't know, Sojourn's gun glows when she has high charge. Same with Zarya, so she's glowing, which means a rail can randomly pick your teammate, especially if they took a little bit of chip damage. So you can get into the habit of like swinging, but when you anticipate that she's pretty charged, you know she might go for a shot too, and you can just randomly flick your shield during this to just block a shot for your team. Like right here, I saw it on the side of my screen. I'm like, you could probably just put your shield up for a second. Put it up right now. And yeah, see, it's just she shot. It hit you. What if she hits the headshot? This Armin dies. It does not pierce shields unless it's her ultimate. It pierces enemies in the ultimate as long as it's not behind a shield. But if it's not an ult, you just randomly flick your shield to block that, okay? Sure. Oh. You can't catch up. You don't have a gap closer here. Okay, you capped though, so whatever. I think you hold your shield right here and just let your team top you up. Now you're topped up. You just swing away at the Reinhardt. Using cover though. Using cover. Block. It's a Bastion. Okay, so right here. Sure, you got nano, but they give you the point. Whatever. That's fine. So you swing. Good. That's fine. Swing. But now you're getting railed. You have to glance at your HP bar on the bottom left. It seems like your supports, when you're a tank, it's hard to know what's going on behind you. I think honestly, your teammates are pretty heads up. Your Ana came to help you. You are extra tanky. You are getting pumped with heals, and this Mora is on the way. So like, from your POV, you just have to glance at your HP bar once in a while. Like, you're free to just use this piece of cover. It's like you have no charge and you have nothing. You're not going to reach these guys, so your only option now is to swing at the Rein and block like potential one-shots from the back here. And your team just caps, so in your mind, you should know they're not too far. So you could probably use this cover, just swing away at the Rein and build your ult. Just don't overswing too far, but you're pretty healthy here, so that's why I mean, you can swing this. That's a good recognition on the Bastion. You're backing up. It's actually good you didn't just let go of your shield here and just chill right here, because if you remember that your team was there, they might have been caught out. You could have just chilled here as well. Luckily, your team wasn't right behind you and would have died to Bastion, so this is fine. You back up, you regather yourself. No blunders here. We're chilling. Yeah, you told them to back up, the shield's gonna die. That's good. Okay, payloads here. Just recharge your shield. You just tell them to wait a second. Oh, he charged in. You can just counterpin him. Good, do the damage. Go ahead. Okay, that's a Bastion. You just hold shield until the Bastion thing's pretty much done. Okay, your shield went down. Okay, you have to let your shield recharge here. Oh, going for the pin. I dig this. I don't mind this. Honestly, small Rein tip. I know, right? As soon as I mean, maybe you thought you could pull in this Kiriko. My cam is covering it. As soon as you don't think you're gonna hit anybody, you should just cancel your charge. If you hit the wall, you stun yourself for like half a second. Longer. You stun, and then you swing. If you just cancel it, you can just swing right away. So you cancel, hold space, and just swing. And then you're instantly into some DPS and you catch them. The fact that you stunned yourself, put them out of range for a second. That's a small Rein tip, okay? Right here, stop, and you start swinging. And now, see that? Kiriko's out of range right now. You might have been able to catch her. Yeah, if you hit the wall, it stuns you for a little bit. Self-stun. Not a real stun, but like locks you out of an animation. Oh. Yeah, Bowie does it pretty well. Respectable. Alright, well played at the end though. Charging back. Now you block. You can scale up a bit. Yeah, protect for your team. I respect it. Alright, just going for the squishies. Honestly, not bad though. So a little inefficient on some of your decisions in the first half. But the third point was pretty clean. Good job. Okay. Fire strike at the door to start. Double fire strike. 16% all charge. I dig it. Okay, now your shield's kind of low. Now you back up. Your secondary spot here, if you want to back up, is you double fire strike here and get more. I think this is a more coordinated play. This isn't a bad play. There's two options as Rein here. You basically either stand here or you stand here. You can do this as long as your team is like ready for it. So this is more of a comms thing. If you're in comms, this is fine. If you're not in comms, they're kind of exposed. You have to just be like, okay, be careful. We know they have a sniper. We don't know if they have a widow yet, so them standing in the open, it's not really your fault, but you have to like calm this. So this is fine as long as your team's ready for it. Swing. Okay, this isn't something you've been punished enough for, so you might not realize, but against Junkrats, as you climb up, the reflex, if they're not paying attention, is to flash your shield as soon as you notice that they pay attention to you. Like right here, you can swing once, and when you notice their junk looks at you, you reactively put your shield up right now. Because like 9 times out of 10, the Junkrat insta-mines. It's the same reaction with Ana's. Same with, you do this a lot as Diva or like Ramatra. For Diva, for example, when you dive into an Ana, you don't have to hold Matrix yet. When you notice they look at you, then you flash Matrix because they usually respond to your threat aggression. You swung once onto the Junkrat, most good Junkrats will respond to the threat aggression and just separate themselves because they don't want to get swung on. So this is where you reactively flash your shield really quick in anticipation for something like that. It's a good habit to build into for sleep darts, Junkrats. Same with Ramatra. We're putting in the Ramatra tip where first encounters with Junkrat, as soon as they see you, you flash your block immediately to absorb most of the damage. Did you get mined? You did. So you did do it. I didn't even play it out. You instantly got mined back. He's gonna make space, but if you flash your shield for half a second as soon as I saw that, I actually didn't even see this was about to happen. See, he did it. Even in silver, this guy knows to immediately create space for himself because that is the correct play as Junkrat if you were to walk there. If you flash shield, you at least would have stayed right here. You wouldn't have been booped back at least. You would have still been on the ground right now. So there's that. I mean, it's not bad. You didn't die. Your tank, your supports get all charged. Sure. It's just something to think about. Okay, your shield's a little low here. He's playing it slow. He crossed to the left side. You don't have to reflash your shield. He's gonna have so much shield on you now. You just lost his Rein. Okay. If I were that enemy Rein, I would have went straight into you. If he saw you just reflash your shield a bunch and your shield was low, he should have just gone in. He is going in now because he knows you have to hide. You're gonna hit the wall. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, hold shield, hold shield! Oh my god. You went for a god ballsy flank. Literally, you had so much trust that this guy got killed by. You would have died in other cases. You are 71 HP. Just put your shield up and you don't die right here. You re-fire striked, trusting your... okay. You would have died here in any other game. There's no way. You were living this. Oh my god. Rein is all about that synergy with your tank. Or sorry, with your supports. Okay, it's fine. You're 400 shield. Put your shield down a little bit. Okay, this is another bad habit that I don't like right now, is you reflash your shield when you don't actually need to. Their Rein is dead. I know your team is poking, but like you have to anticipate, you have to kind of have a mental timer in your head when he's gonna be back. He's gonna be back soon. So this is the part where like you're like, okay, let me recharge. This Rein gets to tempo you right now. In high elos, you get punished for 300 shield right now because he sees your cracked shield animation. If he was smart, he would just go in now. Like, if he sees, I mean, he can't see now. You let it recharge a little bit, but like, yeah, you have like nothing. He's got so much advantage on you right now. You just go for it. Honestly, I think one thing a tank might be like, I think the higher elo you get, you can intuitively know where your team is playing. Honestly, when you're backing up and you have nothing to do here, just turn around and just check where your team is are. I think you saw the Ana there, good, but like, that's one thing when I was trying to play some tank the other day, I'm like, I just gotta turn around a little bit more just to like recalibrate myself. Just gotta make sure I know where everybody is. Like, can you honestly tell me you guys knew where this Ana was this whole time? Probably not, until I saw you go here and then you saw her for a second, but like, what's going on behind you? When you're trying to like recharge, you should just glance at where the rest of your team's sight lines are. It's a big common problem as a support player. I'm going to speak for some of the support mains. It's so frustrating when the tank goes way out of LOS and then complains about a lack of heals. But it's like, dude, like you are so beyond our LOS. But sometimes it is a support's ball because the support is actually supposed to follow a little bit depending on the tempo of the game and where they're going. So it's good to just recognize just good to know where they are at all times. You slept one. That Junkrat's going for your Ana. You can't help him here. You have 300 shield. Don't turn your back on the. Oh my I think because you already the Rein died, I think as soon as this guy what can you do is you are just lucky this Junkrat didn't actually land on the high ground, or he did, but he decided to drop down for some reason. In 9 times out of 10, if I'm you and I see a Junkrat jump like that, I mean, what can I do as a Reinhardt here? He's not going for you, he's going for the Ana. Honestly, what I would do is I'd look there and then I just 180 shatter this. I don't know, I'm not a pure Rein player, but like, if I know their tank is dead and this Junk's in the air and I can, on my peripheral vision, you could totally see there's a Hanzo Moira, I would shatter. I'm like, pretty sure that's what I would do in this situation. Charge the Hanzo? Nah, I think I'd just shatter, to be honest with you. I mean, I guess charge the Hanzo wouldn't be bad either. They're really low. Like, I see this. You're recharging your shield, sure. Okay. I slept one. Okay, she woke them up. I see this. I just glanced to my right here. I see a fade. Oh, that's just a juicer right there. You kill both, you just trade 2 back. Even if your Ana dies, you take 2 back, and then they still at a numbers disadvantage, and your team is coming back too. Yeah, you 100% just shattered right there. You would have shattered earlier, yeah. Instead of trying to chase the Junkrat in a small, closed space. Counter pinning, okay. Shatter him. That's good. I mean, based on the context of the game and what was happening, you shattered the Coalescence, that's fine. But imagine if you killed them earlier, then like none of those ults would have come out, and like everything could have changed a little bit. The tempo, the tide of the game would have been a lot different. Wait, what happened here? I skipped. You're back, it's go time. Okay, now that, oh, he's antied. They're running into your team. I think you're just dead. You're getting, your team got choked out, and yeah, okay. They try to support you. You have to touch point because it's 98%. I understand that. So you basically have to stay on point this whole time and try to convert some kills on some squishies. I mean, there's not much you can do in this case. If you hop off and peel back, they just cap the point. This is a last-ditch effort. I'm not really going to break down that because you have no choice. You didn't really have too many options in that situation, but, I mean, maybe say you could have expected the Rein shatter and turned around and maybe he would have shattered you, sure, but that's a little hard to read, I would say. But as soon as, like, you know their Rein hasn't shattered yet as well, so maybe that's something that a good Rein would keep in mind, where when you pin in and you see their Rein go past you, it's like, oh boy. I mean, their Rein took advantage of it because he knows you're the only one standing on point, so he just walks past you and shatters, because like, or else you just cap for free, so that's fine. Cool. Okay, next fight. Corner. Play this corner. Swing. You have to almost shatter, so you just play for shatter here. You saw him shatter. This is a free They got a pick. Unfortunate. Okay, you do this thing where you like swing and you run away. Like, I feel like you could have just like inted a little bit, because like your Ana and your Moira are pocketing you around this corner. You're 80 to shatter. This is where you just think, play for your ultimate here. So you just swing into him. Like, you could just hide right here and just swing like here. But like, I know you're wide swinging to check if they're like close, to see if like you can swing onto them as well, but it's fine. You just farm the Rein, but then you back up here and then you open yourself, because you can't swing these guys, but they can shoot you now randomly. So this is why, like, you just swing, shatter, and if you're an absolute god, like, you wait for, they got a pick, but you can still turn it with shatter, because you know they just shattered. Like, you have it now. Like, you're playing the conservative style. I see the, yeah. Okay, they have an ult. Whoa, don't walk into it. Okay. Kill the Rein, just swing at this Rein, kill him, and then shatter. Oh, he got shatter. Holy shit, wait, he farmed off you so hard. Honestly, I'm not actually as experienced in the Rein v Rein matchup. I didn't realize he built it. You had it for so long. That's why I was like, you get the shatter, and then like you probably go for it. But like he managed to build it from 60 and then beat you to it now. He beat you to using it. The #1 thing to help people climb is to just use your ultimate rather than use it for the right opportunity. Honestly, you just go for it and the tempo shifts. The fact that they win makes them push so much free payload. And then like if you win with the random shatter here, then you choke them out on like a better angle for your fights. But in any case, I think you just had like a... Once you swung here for a little bit, like I was gonna say, I think you just like wait for one of them to make a mistake and get a shatter off, and that's it. Call it a day. Okay. That was an anti there. They cleansed it. Where you look for it. Dragon here. You walk to the left. You could just like wait right here for this Rein getting a little aggressive because he likes to go in with the dragon. If he walks past you with the swing, you walk forward and shatter his back line, charge in. Boom. If I were to replay this fight, you got nanoed. Yeah, but he kind of just outplayed you there. Oh well. Might die to this. Oh god. You're a lot more educational, not roasting. Sorry, I was roastier earlier in the thing. I mean, it's the educational roast. I've done a little bit of both. Okay, okay. Are you all alive? Okay, I think you are. Yeah, you are. Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, you should have went back after instead of chasing the Moira, but the fight was basically over, so I'm not gonna like stay on that point too much. Okay, third point. You start here. If you wait here until your team is back. If your team is back, then you take the next corner. Rein has a little bit of ebb and flow as well. You have to read who's alive and who's... You can only hold certain positions depending on who's alive, if you're getting pocketed or not. You're okay holding here. No qualms about this because your team is alive and you have ult threats. You hear the tire, it's gonna come up. Okay, you're just protecting yourself. Okay, that tire is gonna zone everybody back a little bit. So whatever. If no one's gonna shoot it, like... You don't want to get caught out with it, so I think retreating is fine, but don't hug this right side. You could just back up with your team and try to shield it for them. Okay, luckily your Sojourn breaks it. In worst case, if it drives into you, you just flick your shield and try to block it. Okay. Okay, you're blocking with Coalescence. He doesn't have Shatter. The only thing you have to watch out for is Sleep Dart. Where are we going here? Where are we going? Okay, as Reinhardt, tell me how the heck you're gonna make it up to this high ground. You're not. So I don't know why you're walking here. Your corner is your best friend. You have Coalescence. Your Moira is trying to wrap to the right with the Cole, but you went like left for some reason. Your Moira's like, oh, let me like try to shoot them. Your eyes probably saw low teammates here, but the only thing you could do is chuck a fire strike there, but you can do that from here. You can charge jump, maybe like on a shorter one. This is way too high for a charge jump. Yeah, so like your Moira is trying to like wrap around a corner and go for the wild swing shot, which is a little crazy, but maybe if you were here, it would have deterred them from doing some crazy shit. Then they just re-engage. And now your shield's kind of low. They're playing on high ground, just avoiding your shatter right now. Oh, you can do that? Okay, well, I'm a Shrine noob apparently. Okay, I probably would have canceled the charge there. Yeah. You can charge jump that high. That's actually crazy if you can go there. Okay, you charge the shield. Honestly, right here, I would have just stopped charging. You let yourself hit the wall, or no, you didn't. Okay, you stopped and you went for the swing. You're kind of like, if you're not gonna pick anybody up close to the wall, you just stop, turn around, hold your shield, and wait for your team to pocket you and heal. That's all. Yeah, that's... Also, you do what I do in the middle of a team fight with Ryan. It's just like... This hero is a lot more patient than you think. You have to be a lot more patient than you give it credit for. That's basically it. Also, swing at the squishies now. Swing at the squishies. You can't reach the Kiri now. Okay. I think swinging at the thing... after you get counter-shattered here, like good squishies at this distance will just run away from you if you try to get too close. So your only option is to swing at the Rein. That's fine. That's fine here. You got re-slept. You're trying to get pocketed. Right. Your supports are playing on the point for some reason. Your Ana should not be there, but that's not your problem. That's theirs. Suzu comes out. Your eyes light up for the Moira. You force the fade. Okay, that's good. All you can do at this point is turn around and just swing. Because if you hold your shield, the Rein just kills you. That's fine. So you just have to just turn around shield. Yeah, you're kind of cooked there. Okay, if we had to dissect it, then yeah, ideally before this guy comes in, we pop out. The dragon comes out. There's a Moira v Moira duel here. Try to force him out. He charges into your backline and 180 shatters you to stop you from going in. That was pretty heads up play by their Reinhardt to stop you from being nanoed and swinging into them. Yeah, at this point, you're getting pocketed by the Moira and your nanoed, so you barely take any damage. So you just have to swing at this Rein. Yeah, that's all you can do here. He's antied. Yeah. Well, they just had more resources. Okay, next fight. You could have waited for Pin to come back online, then pin Rein off the map instead of hitting him when he slept. Oh, wait, that's actually a good... what are the chances he gets woken up by somebody else, though? That's a good point. I didn't notice that. Did he get slept? Oh, he did get slept. Yeah, I mean, honestly, in the chaos of a team fight, you're probably swinging like crazy. It's an extremely hard read in the moment to stop swinging, have that discipline, and the chance of you not being mid-swing. But yeah, in a perfect world, he gets kept sleeping, and you pin him off the map there. That is like super perfect world. But that's something to think about. That's a good point. Yeah, you woke him up without trying. That's what I was gonna say. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so same thing. This team fight starts. Doing this play again. As tempting as it is to charge. Stop! You need to cancel that charge way earlier. Oh my god. Fine. You see the sleep? Even the pin is a little risky, because if you pin against this wall with that much damage on this front, you can take a lot of damage. You can like fake them out, sure, but you should need to cancel that pin. That is like the best buff Rein got in Overwatch 2, is being able to cancel this. Like right here, you should have just stopped right here and then just re-shielded, and you're totally fine. You can still walk away. But like the difference between standing here, stopping, and shielding versus stopping here and shielding is this much distance with your shield up, which means you can take like 1,000 damage. Right here. You should have stopped right there. Stop! You stopped here versus here, which means Junkrat gets an easier mine on you. Burst, boom. Goodbye. You can't instantly cancel. I think you still went too far. You needed to go. I think you can cancel. You could have canceled that way earlier. I'm pretty sure. Let me see how far you went before the button allowed you to do it. Honestly, the idea on the sleep, as juicy as it is to look for a pin there, if the Rein was slept here and you get a shorter pin on this wall, I would have done it. But like, they have a Junkrat and a Hanzo, and you're pinning here. In this short window where you're exposed during the pin, like you'll do damage, but you're gonna be in a higher elo. That's not enough damage. It's 225 on a full HP Rein. That's gonna be like a 150 or 180 damage pin on the Rein. He's pretty healthy. Both healers are here. As soon as you finish pinning, you're gonna have to put your shield up against Junkrat and Hanzo in higher elos, and then you're gonna be stuck either holding a shield and you might accidentally back up this way, in which you die, or if you do this and then you back up here, your shield's probably gonna break halfway on the way back. So your team has to be ready to like contribute, but like half your team isn't even here. Like this pin in itself in this sight line, riskier. If he was slept here and you could short pin this wall or this wall, good. But this, like, you just gotta condition yourself to like losing your health very fast the higher you climb. I still think you're able to cancel at this point. You can cancel. You said you can go 5 meters minimum. I think you could have canceled even earlier. Stop right here. That's more than 5 meters. That's 10 meters. You started here to here. That's at least 10 meters. I think you can go from here to like here, tops, and then you're out. You're out as fast as you can. That's the goal, at least. Get out. We could try it after. Let's see actually how far you actually can start and stop. Or if anybody has a custom game open while I do this review, try it right now. I don't actually know the true timing of Rein. Obviously I don't play as much Rein. I could just know from a support's perspective. I've seen too many Reinhardts as an Ana player die right there doing that pin, so that's why. So like basically somebody who has the game open right there. Wait, hold on. Pop it. Right. Jump right here and start the pin. Tell me how early you can cancel it. If you're able to cancel before reaching this like invisible line, then that was the correct play. But anyways, point being, you probably didn't need to pin the sleeping Rein to begin with, because as nice as your burst damage is, honestly 225 damage against armor is like 190, and honestly you have DPSs, just let them get free ult charge off them. Yeah, in any case. Well play. Try and touch. Ah, it's okay. 45 seconds. You can clean up. They have no tank. Hopefully your team is wrapping this corner. Hopefully your cast is shooting. Yeah. Okay. Good. You baited out an ultimate. I actually think your play here. I saw your Cassidy shoot. I think holding the shield for him and pray that he hits the shots is pretty good. That was good. Title update? Yeah, I should probably update the title if it still says I'm out. Oh, nice side pin. Okay, they're 25 seconds. Nice. Oh, clean. Oh, he says he's gonna go to class? Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna roast you after. Sure. Shatter. I respect it. Overtime push. Honestly, with the double, triple pocket and you're up so many, I respect that play. That was good. Good stuff. Okay, you'll see the remainder. Yeah, go to class. Walk up here. The double fire strike there, sure. At least you came out in the left side this time, and like you're able to, instead of losing most of your shield before wrapping the right side, you're at least here. Okay. Swinging a little bit. Feel him out a little bit. Check the comp and reassess. I think that's one thing you need to do as Rein, or not everybody, is like, you jiggle, you swing, because you know it's a Rein v Rein. Just quickly glance and try to like make a quick check where everybody is. Like you swung once, you saw a BAP there, you saw one, you see Reaper. As long as you have eyes on all 5 people, then you have an idea of how to play the scenario out in your head. Okay. So at this point, you have a bit of hit scans. Just let your shield recharge a little bit. Okay, their shield's broken. Honestly, you can go now. That's healthy enough. You should go now. Okay, what are we doing? What are we thinking here? Okay, so here's my take on this. You, sure. 589 shield. Their shield's low. He's trying to recharge. Okay, you're just sitting back and recharging. Their Rein decides to re-peek. Barrier just broken. Honestly, you can go now at 600, because if you just walk in, swing a little bit, you can probably pressure them, and which your hit scans can cross this way because they can't block anything. I think you're a little too passive. I think that was a missed opportunity to capitalize. I think your cast recognized it. He heard it, so he's like, let me go. But you didn't go. And now you just let him, now he gets to retake the advantage here. I think you let your thing recharge too much. Remember, even if you're like half charged, as long as it's starting to charge and you're like, your shield's recharging at 600, by the time you swing like 3 or 4 times wrapping around this corner to retake some space, it'll probably be back to over 1,000, which is plenty. You just passively gave up more space than you actually needed to right here. I actually think it's okay that you bumped into this side because you cut that sight line. I think if you just full int into this Reaper and swing, he's going to do a lot of damage, and all 5 of them are going to DPS the shit out of you. Although it does make space for the rest of your team to peek out and shoot them, but this is fine. Okay. You force 2 of them away. Now here's where you look and you say they're backing up. Just force this Reaper to Wraith away. He's gonna leave. He's leaving. Okay, so basically, if I were you in this situation, what I would have done is like, as soon as he starts wraithing, I check to see what's happening here and let my team deal with the wraithing Reaper. I think you tunneled a little bit too hard onto him here, and this guy pinned you from the back without you seeing it. In a perfect world, if you were like looking here, you saw the wraith, and you glanced back at where the rest of the team, how their Rein backed up, you could have counterpinned, and you falling down here is so good because you have this entire block of natural cover while he's actually gonna fall down in the open. So then your team deals with this guy and this guy on the ground, and they have this much cover, which would actually have been a perfect situation. But now that situation got really bad really fast. Although, I think you still have the double healing pocket, which is something that they don't have, so you can at least, like, work around this. Sure. You're down one, remember. You lost your hit scan. Oh, you got one. Oh. Okay. So I think your passive style just allowed him to build Shatter way faster than you. I really do think, like, as soon as you had the chance to, if you swung just a little bit there, you would have matched Shatters and at least had the opportunity to look for it faster than him here. Honestly, he's not even that much higher than you. He's 91 to 82. That was just a little, like, the fact that you had it here would have made all the world of difference. Maybe if you hit those 2 fire strikes. That's tough. That's a Rein v Rein battle to read how he's doing. But you have Coalescence. That's good. You go. No. Okay, so as soon as your team survived the shatter, nobody died. You have Coalescence, you're back to full, and your Shatter's up, their Shatter's down. The only thing that can stop your Shatter is the Sleep Dart. And I already heard it go out earlier. So, like, I think that's half the battle as a tank, as a Reinhardt, is to know what stops you. Sleep Dart, there's less CC in Overwatch 2. You just Sleep Dart and the Rein Shatter, something you'd be worried about. One of them's out, and I heard the sleep afterward before either. Or sorry, I heard the sleep like 2 seconds ago. So just go in. Why are we running with the Coalescence here? Glance at your HP bar. Oh, they don't have an Ana. Well, that was your Sleep Dart. That was your Sleep Dart. They literally have nothing to stop you. This is a yes, you fell down. You got pinned. You hear surrender and my will. You see 200 HP, sure, you back up for half a second. As soon as I look to my left and I see my HP is rising that fast, I'm pressing W. We stood here for way longer than we needed to. We just waited. Now we lose half the tempo of Coalescence. You need to walk. Okay, you got one. Shield him. Oh wow. 94. I wouldn't even go for the it's so tempting to just sleep the pinning Rein, but I think it's like you could short pin into the wall, sure, but you're at 97. Honestly, if he was sleeping, I would just walk in front of him, swing once, get Shatter, and I'd shatter their backline and then pin into the backline. That's what I would have done in that situation. But you got woken up so fast. Close sleep darts, just assume they get woken up early. But it's, I mean, yeah, it's tough. You managed to get this guy. Unlucky there. Good swing to kill that, yeah. Okay, right there, you're really slow on shielding that. The last person alive is a soldier. Small micro thing here. Everybody's, yeah, okay, sure. Kill him. Shield up. Your instinct should be to shield up. You let this guy just randomly get shot into a helix. You shielded way later than you needed to. It seems like it's 1 second, but that 1 second matters on Soldier's TTK. Soldier lands 5 dinks into a helix, you're dead. If you had an opportunity to turn around and shield, you need to just do that faster. That was like slow reflex there, slow instinct there. Luckily, your soldier came and cleaned up. And then this game fight is over. And then you win the game here because you just have too many people up close spawn. Their Rein is the far spawn, or the soldier's far spawn. Game over. Okay, at the end of the day, Reinhardt play. I like how you out-alpha them earlier. Well played. Congratulations on getting into gold, but there's a lot of silver moments, certified silver moments, especially earlier on. I think your best round was like that 3rd round, but everything I said earlier about recognizing, you just have to have like game recognition on how the team fights are going. Your support's pocketed you pretty well in a lot of cases. You just have to glance at your HP bar, glance at where they are, and tempo off that. Take advantage of the small things. If their shield's broken, yours isn't, you can take some aggression. When you're backing up, you're reflashing your shield when like you don't actually have anything to protect. Your team is already playing out of cover. You can be a lot more patient than you think it is, than you think you need to be. Like, you think you always got to be swinging and being active, but a lot of Rein, surprisingly, is just standing there and holding the space instead of like letting them walk into you. You kind of just hold it down. If you need to shield up, that's fine. Or sorry, back up and let shit recharge. You can. You really can. It feels like you just want to stand here, like you need to be doing something, and then sometimes it feels like you're doing nothing at all. It's kind of like bizarre. And there's times where you just need to just swing and just play for shatter, versus like trying to go for fancy pins. You react, I think there's 3 times you're on a slept somebody and you reactively just want to pin into them without thinking that are they gonna get woken up? Are they fully sleeping? I don't know. It feels like most people who sleep anybody in most elos, they get accidentally woken up 90% of the time anyways. So like, if they're sleeping, it's like a 4 or 5 second sleep dart. You have time to just be like, nobody waking them up? Okay, then I'll go for it. Almost every single sleep, they got woken up in like a second later. And then you got caught with your pants down with like the fixed 5 to 10 meter pin or whatever the hell it is. And then you just get caught in no man's land. You got punished for that. So that's all. Good gameplay. Congratulations. But that was my roast too.